The Wayne Ayers Podcast. The Wayne Ayers Podcast. Woohoo! Time to wake your ass up for a blessed day.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. What's up, guys? This is the Wayne Ayers Podcast. Y'all got these vocals today. Y'all got them vocals. Got them vocals today. But anyway, this is the Wayne Ayers Podcast. You know, we got a very special guest. I think it's episode 64. You know, the Flash Star. Kayla Compton is coming through. Ba, 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 ba.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. How's your day going?
Oh, good. Good. It's been a good weekend. Nice and relaxing. How's yours?
Pretty good. Can't complain. You know, it's nice and sunny right now. So, yeah.
Are you in Los Angeles?
Yes.
Okay.
Where are you? You're in Vancouver?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I see the keyboard behind you playing.
That's my husband's. He's a musician and an editor, so he's got his whole system over there.
Okay, I like it. You guys are still shooting the Flash right now?
Yes, we're about to start episode 6.
Oh, okay. So, is the rumor? I mean, is it really true? Like, is the Flash really leaving? Can I be hearing like it's going to HBO Max? Is it really true? I don't think everybody truly believes it's true.
I know. If it's going somewhere else, I don't know about it. So, yeah, I think it's really true. I think it's really over. It's so sad.
How did you find out about the news?
I found out shortly before kind of everyone else. Not a ton of time before anybody else. Yeah, just was told. I don't know. I guess I don't want to say too much about how it went down. Just to not. It's not something I can talk about, but
no, I totally understand.
Yeah.
What's the thing you're gonna miss most about the film in The Flash? Because it seems like everybody it's a great show. Everybody loves it. They're still doing crazy numbers, so it's it's weird that it's not coming back. But I know a lot of people no, it's going to be back somewhere. Da 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 da. But yeah.
I mean, I've made such great friends through this process, and I've learned so much. This is the first time I've been a series regular on a show, and so it's given me amazing opportunities, and I've made some best friends out of this. So there's so much I'm gonna miss about it. I'm gonna miss doing what I love every day.
Do you have a favorite memory of the show?
Of what we actually shot, or just
whatever, just be on set, shooting. Is there a favorite? Actually, let's do this. Is there a favorite set memory and just a favorite episode of yours?
Yeah. I mean, I am a little bit biased because I get typically it's been every season I've gotten one episode that's kind of Allegra heavy. And so they'll really delve into her sort of story and her background. And so I always love those episodes. And I've gotten to work with Danielle Panabaker when she's directed on some of those bigger episodes. So those are always my favorite ones to film. And then in terms of a favorite on set experience, I think just any time that I'm working with my friends and we're kind of all together and we're doing a fun scene, it's a party or a celebration or something. I feel so lucky to that's my job. It's crazy. So when we are all together and have some sort of fun, a dance scene or something like that, those are always my favorite.
No, that's sweet. I know you just mentioned Danielle directing. I know you're also directing an episode of this season, if I'm correct. Did you already direct it, or is it like it's coming up? Like, what should people expect?
Yeah, no, I haven't directed yet. I'm directing in January. It's gonna be, I think I can say this. It's gonna be episode 11. I'm pretty sure I can say that because everyone will know pretty soon. Yeah, we start filming at the end of January, and then I think it will air in like March or May. No, maybe May makes more sense. But yeah, it's coming up, and it'll be the first time I direct, and I'm very excited.
No, that's amazing. Like, how long does it? Because you just said January. I know you're in Vancouver now, like doing episode 6. So, like, how long does it usually take to film like one episode of The Flash?
Usually it's 9 days. My episode will be 8 days, so it'll be like a little bit of a smaller episode. Usually that just means that we don't go on location as much. So like it'll be mostly shot on like the stages we're familiar with, like in the Cortex or the Speed Lab, those sort of things.
Okay, I know. Like, do you know the what's gonna happen in the finale already?
They don't tell us a lot because I think they're worried that we're gonna like spoil it. But I know a few things.
So, like,
I
okay,
can't say.
okay, let's just do this. Like,
Yeah.
if you could describe the finale like in like 1 or 2 words, like what would you say about it?
Oh, that's good. I think satisfying.
Good.
Yeah,
That's
I
that's
think
good
it'll
to
be
hear.
satisfying. I think people will be happy.
We don't want to see a Game of Thrones ending.
Yeah. You don't want to see what in the ending?
A Game of Thrones ending. You know how
Oh,
they ended it?
gosh.
No, we don't want to see
Oh my
that.
gosh. Could you imagine? That would be so out of character. Like that'd be like everyone dies.
No, like me personally, if I was on set, I know it's like gonna be the last season. I'm definitely like stealing something off a set just to keep to my house, even if it's a suit or whatever. Is there anything that you see on set like, ma'am, I might have to take this? Wow.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, all the time. Anything that says like Central City Citizen or like Jitters or the Star Labs, like anything that like says something on it, like a coffee cup or a shirt, I'm like, oh, can I please have that? Because it's so fun, right? To like have your little coffee cup from Star Labs. So I've already taken a couple of those.
I don't blame you. I definitely would.
I mean, where is all of it gonna go at the end? You know, it's like we have studios and studios full of this stuff. It's like I can take a coffee cup.
No, yeah, they might notice it, they might not, but I definitely would be like, can I have a suit? Even if I wasn't the Flash, I just want the suit. I don't know what you guys are gonna do it.
I definitely don't think they'll let. I mean, definitely not me, but I don't even think they would let Grant have the suit, to be honest. Like, they get really protective over those.
I totally understand. Oh, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, is there like I feel like the Flash can run for like a long time. Like, is there like a storyline that you wish would have been like seen by the fans that it's not going to be seen?
Yeah, I mean, I think I would have. I mean, again, kind of selfishly, like I would have loved to just see more of Allegra kind of like become the superhero that she's been becoming for many seasons. But I think like it's hard, you know, like it's hard like when, you know, a storyline is about someone that's not the Flash, because sometimes people don't really like those storylines. But I think it's fun when we like delve into other characters too. And like some of those stories are my favorite ones. And I think like if it were to keep going forever and ever, it would just be fun to see like more Chester episodes and more Allegra episodes and more like who are these people and how do they fit in and what are their lives? Like I think that would have been fun too.
No, that's nice. Okay, I like it. Is there like what was it? Is there somebody in the Arrowverse like that you wish you got to work with that you didn't get to? Just in the entire Arrowverse, because I know it's coming to an end.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I always wanted to work with Melissa.
Oh, okay.
But I've never even got to meet her, and I hear such wonderful things. And I think that would have been really, really fun. And we've been so lucky. We've gotten to work with like Javicia, and Kyler from Supergirl. Like we've worked with a few people that are so awesome. And I just always like would have loved to have met her.
No, that's nice. Okay. Is there like DC, because DC has like, I feel like they have like the best villains out of all the comic books. Is there like a DC villain that you wish that would like appeared in the Flash?
Oh, uh, DC villain. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I don't know if I have one.
It could be like the
Who
Joker.
would you like? Who would you have liked?
I'm always gonna go with the Joker.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, I think he just like because Joker just creates havoc wherever. It's just like for a fan, like just seeing it, like I would hate to live where he's at because it's gonna be like.
Yeah.
But like as a fan, just watching it, it's just like, oh, it's always gonna. He just creates havoc no matter
Yeah,
what.
that would have been really cool. And it would have been cool to see how our show did the Joker. You know what I mean? Because it would have been very different
No,
than like how
yeah,
it's been done before. Also,
yeah,
like,
just
what if the like Harley Quinn like
yeah,
came out?
like
That would be so cool.
no, yeah. Honestly, like both of them just in the like just appeared
Yeah.
for like a couple, like just like do like a little spin off away from the Flash, but like just do like 4 episodes. Just like okay,
Yeah.
Harley Quinn and Joker try to take Central City, and
Yeah.
that would have been kind of cool to see. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah, that would have been cool.
but no, yeah, yeah. I know, like since you're DC, the Flash is over. Is there a way you make that jump to Marvel? Is there like a certain character of Marvel you would like to play? Because there's only been a few actors that have done it.
That jump from DC to Marvel.
Yeah, or Marvel to DC. There's only
Oh
been like a
yeah.
couple, they don't let that happen. So is there like,
Yeah.
is there like a certain Marvel character like, man, I kind of want to play that just because I have the time now?
I don't know because so many of them have been done so well. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, I don't have an answer to that. I mean, I would love to continue down any like superhero path. It's so cool to play a superhero or to be a villain. Like I think that would be freaking awesome. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm like I would love to play, you know, any one of those guys.
Is there like a movie? Okay, let's do this. Is there like a
Yeah.
Marvel movie that you want to be a part of? You're like, okay, I think I could do something here, even if it's a villain or a hero.
Like a Marvel movie that's coming out or just
Yeah,
that's one
or
that's been made.
it could either or. Like, man, I wish I would have been a part of Avengers Infinity Wars. I could have done this or that. Or it could be like a movie coming out.
It's hard to
No.
think like that because I'm like, I can't, they've been done so well. I'm like, I mean, yeah, of course I would have loved to have been like an Avenger or like, yeah, I mean, I would have loved to have been a part of any of those. I'm really curious to see like where the new generation of the Marvel movies go, and like how those get made. So like, I don't know. I think any kind of new character that we haven't sort of really delved into, I would love to, just dive into like something new. So, I could try to like create a new character.
I know this is probably never going to happen, but do you ever see a possibility of doing like a DC Marvel crossover? Because I think that would be like, with the new leadership
Oh
over
yeah.
DC, Kevin Feige's cool with,
Yeah.
it could possibly not. But do you ever see that ever like happening in the next so
I
years?
mean, maybe like why not? I think that would be so cool. I'm sure there's like so many behind the scenes conversations that happen though, like in even considering that. Like it's probably they would have to mix so many like people and IPs and like I don't know if that would even be like legally possible. I don't know.
No, yeah, it's just true. If you had the opportunity, I just mentioned like the new leadership at DC. If you had the opportunity to come back and play Allegra, would you want to do that?
Absolutely. I love Allegra. And like I
Like,
said, I think she can be like explored way, 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 way more.
what would you like? What would you like to see her outside of the Flash? Like if you could put her like with a Batman or Aquaman or Black Adam, like what would you like to see her?
Why
like?
can't she just be on her own?
That's true. She can do it. Okay.
You know, because also like she's got to become a superhero. She's got to get like her superhero name and like whatever she's gonna wear. So like I could see her being a part of a team, but I could also see her like doing her own thing, kind of on her own. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like it. No, that's true. You can definitely see her doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask you this earlier.
Yeah.
I know like because the show's ending and sometimes they bring back like the original cast members. Is that like a thing or is that like I know you probably couldn't even tell me, but like is that like a thing happening? I know fans are like, yo, they're gonna bring back so and so, so and so. Like, is that
Well, yeah, I mean, I think, you know, they've already kind of like spilled the beans about some people that are coming back this season. And so like I think you can expect to see some familiar faces for sure.
okay? I'm excited. You know, outside of being an actress, of course, you do like writing, producing. I heard you were a musician. I don't know if that's true or not, and maybe it was a lie. I don't know. You're a musician, right? Though, right? You
I
did like
sing.
you sing.
I sing
So
and then I can like play the guitar like a little bit, but I'm not like my husband is a musician.
okay. So would you ever be interested to do like a musical?
Oh yeah, for sure. That would be my
Like,
dream.
is there like a certain musical you're like, man, I would love to like just get my hands on this?
Into the Woods is one of my favorite musicals.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I would love to do that. I mean, I'm like so excited for the Wicked movie. I can't wait for that one. Yeah, I love musicals. So I would do any like even like a new musical that they made up, like
If
the
you did
Flash musical.
if you did Into the Woods, like who would you want to be like your co-star?
What do you mean? Like if I like
If you were
just
like
a
yeah, if you're no, let's say like you do writing, producing, and you're like the lead, like who would you want to be your co-star?
oh my God. Um, Tom Holland.
Okay, I like that. That'd be pretty interesting. Okay, that would be a pretty interesting one. I think Tom would be pretty cool. Yeah, I think I could see that. That's a nice one. Do you have like a dream role?
Um, yeah, I mean, I have a few dream roles. Like, I want to play a pop star, like kind of like I mean, yeah, it would be a musical, but I want to play someone who, because like I have a dream of being a pop star, but it's probably not going to happen. So I'd love to be in a movie and play a pop star. I did you ever watch Shameless?
Yeah, Shameless
Like,
is a classic,
it's
classic
classic.
show.
And that was always one of my favorites, and Emmy Rossum's character, I was obsessed with. So like a character like that in some kind of a role, I think would be really amazing. Just to be like super fearless and down and dirty and really like explore a character in a new way, you know?
No, yeah, I know you
That's
mentioned
another dream role.
pop. I know you mentioned pop star. Would you do like a biopic of somebody? Because those are always scary.
Scary?
I mean, doing a biopic of somebody is always scary because you're gonna have like
Oh yeah.
my first word would be like the family, but oh, does the family like it? They don't. I would be like,
I
I don't know.
know, I know. I don't know. I don't know who I could play. I mean, like, I don't know if I really look enough like anybody. Maybe, I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. So people have told me I could do like a biopic of uh AOC. I mean, that's obviously she's not a musician, uh but she's like the only one that I ever get told I look like.
I
If I look
I
like
can
Jennifer
see it.
Lopez, I would want to play her, but I don't think I look enough like her.
No, I definitely could see it. You know, they do make like this little politician show. They might do one in the
Yeah.
future. So you know, AOC could
Yeah.
be. I could see the AOC.
Right?
Okay, yeah, I can see it. Where did you start getting compared to her? Yeah, I never. I
Oh,
was like,
like from like as soon as like she just kind of like hopped on the scene and started becoming famous, people were like, "Oh, you look like her." I
do
was her
you
for
like?
Halloween one year.
Did you like ever like would people get you like down the street like, hey, you look like AOC, or do they actually think you're like AOC or something? Like if you like,
No,
okay, good.
just like on Instagram, people are like, you guys look so much alike.
Oh, that's good. 'Cause I remember I spoke to Leslie Ann Brandt before. I don't know if you know, she played like Lucifer.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, she gets like Halle Berry like comparisons all the time.
That's
So like
nice.
she's like, I remember that she told me a story about her being in the store and some guy really thought she was Halle Berry, and she had to like convince him that she wasn't
Oh my
Halle
God.
Berry.
That's so funny. No, that would be so weird.
I was like, oh, that
Especially if
was
people thought I was AOC, I'd be like, no, I'm an idiot. Like, please don't ask me questions about policy or anything. Like, no.
who's like the funnest person on the Flash set?
The funnest.
Or like just like the funniest, the goofball of the cast. Like who's that person?
Grant is probably the biggest goofball.
Is he like a prankster?
Yeah.
What's a prank that he has done to you guys?
He just likes to scare people. So if there's any like hiding in the dark or like even just like running up behind you like really quick and scaring you. I don't think he does it. He doesn't do the pranks as much these days, but he's definitely a goofball. He's always dancing and singing and yeah, dancing and singing and doing goofy stuff on set.
I know like just like being with like a group of friends, there's always like the goofball of the group, the intense person of the group. Like who's the most interesting person in the cast?
Interesting?
Yeah.
Me. No, that's not true. Interesting. You know who was always like, Carlos was always very interesting because he was so like introspective. And so like he would like if all of us would be on set talking, he would be like in a corner reading a book.
Oh,
so I was always like, what is Carlos thinking? What's going on with him? He's like always trying to gain knowledge and he's like one of the smartest people I know. So I think he's very interesting. Obviously he's not on the show right now, but
so like I don't know if you can answer this. You might make I don't know, they might feel away, but like who's
is
like
Carlos coming back? Oh.
No, I know.
Because I don't know, because I want him to come back, but no one's told me.
Like, who's like your top 5 favorite people on the set?
On the set? Like of actors or like our crew too?
You could do crew too.
Oh, I love my makeup artist. Her name is Komal. She's one of my favorites. I don't know. I love everybody. I can't leave anybody out. There's only 7 of us series regulars. I can't name 5 and leave 2 people out.
You can't definitely do it, you know.
But I think everyone knows at this point, if anyone follows me on Instagram or anything like that, everyone knows Danny Nicolay is my best friend. So I think it's fair to say she's my fave.
So you just gotta name 3 more people.
No, that's it. That's it. Who's your favorite?
I don't know.
You're gonna answer. No, I better be in the top 5. Come on.
Top 5.
Like, no.
5. I'm gonna throw Candace, Tom. I love Tom as an actor because he plays like 400 roles in like one episode.
I know.
But
so
yeah. Yeah.
It's okay. You don't have to answer. You don't have to answer.
What is that? Before I let you go, I want to know like what is your advice for people like entering the film industry? I know it's so hard. Like, you hear these stories about like there's a million actors, they do 1,000 auditions, and they might not even get one part. So like, what's your like advice for anybody that's just entering the film industry?
Yeah, I think if you feel like you have to do it and you really don't want to do anything else, then I would say just keep going and get creative in the way that you pursue it. So if you want to be an actor, try to make your own stuff and act in your own things until your big break comes. Or, same thing with if you're a writer, if you're a director, just try to make your own things until it happens. And then if you realize along the way that it's not something that you really, really really have to do, then don't do it.
Also, I have what is your advice for audition tapes? I saw yours with Supergirl before. I thought, she actually did pretty good in that. I see I see my friends do audition tapes and they be like shaking and nervous. Like, do you have like a
Yeah.
routine before like an audition tape?
Um, it's funny because like tapes are the new thing now, but we used to have to go into the room and then that's when it's scary because you have all these people staring at you. Now with tapes, you get to be in the comfort of your bedroom and like take your time with it. So, no, I would say whatever you need to do in your normal life to like calm your nerves, if it's like you need to like meditate or drink a tea or whatever, do that. And then like just know that like you are in the comfort of your own bedroom and you get to like be creative and make choices that like maybe you couldn't even do in the room and just have fun with it.
No, okay, I like it. I like that. That's a good advice. Do you have any upcoming projects coming out? I know you be writing, producing. I also saw your you did a short film, I believe.
Yeah, I wrote and directed my own short film a year ago now, and it just went through the festival cycle and then I produced a short film that Danny, my friend on the show, directed. And then obviously I'm directing on this show, and then pretty soon here, I think I'll start to be able to like audition again because I'll be available in March. But until then, I can't do anything because I'm on this. But pretty soon I'll be able to like jump back in and see what's next. So I'll be going after acting stuff and directing stuff.
So like, how did that short film come together? 'Cause I was interested to see people do short film because like you have to fit in so much content. Well, not so much, but like content and like also tell a story within just like a little bit of time, pretty much.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, I wrote mine, and it ended up being 12 minutes long, and we shot for 2 days. And I pulled together a bunch of the cast and crew from The Flash, and shot it here in Vancouver. So I got really lucky because I had a bunch of like really great professional people who knew what they were doing all come together, who I was familiar with. And we kind of like knocked it out in 2 days. But yeah, in terms of like getting it together, you know, I'm a writer too. So like, I knew I had to try and tell like somewhat of a complete story, a beginning, middle, and end, you know, within like a 10 to 15 page thing. And so I worked on that for a few months to try to like tell that story, but have it be similar enough to The Flash and have like a stunt sequence and that sort of thing in it. But yeah, it takes a lot. And if someone's not a writer, you know, I would say partner with someone who is a writer if you are interested in directing, and pull together your team of people to sort of like help you, because it takes a village to make anything. It takes a lot of people.
Is it like harder to do like a short film than to be like on the set of Flash? I know Flash takes more time, but you guys have more time to develop a story, switch things. It seems like a short film, you kind of have to be like almost close to perfect just to knock it off.
Yeah, I mean, it depends too, because like I was directing it, so it's a lot harder to direct something and produce something and make sure it's all coming together than like at work. I'm an actor, so like I basically get to show up, and as long as I know my lines and I stand where I'm supposed to stand, like that's all I have to do. But if you're in charge of the full project, that's when it becomes difficult. Yeah.
Okay, I like it. Well, yeah. I appreciate you taking your time out to speak with me today. Thank you for talking to me. I look forward to seeing the Flash finale. People still think it's gonna go on. I still think it might be a possibility. Who knows? But yeah.
If it does, I would be there. I'd be happy.
Did you guys shoot like is there like I remember I talked to Brick Messenger like last week. She said they shot two different episodes just in case the show does come on, then just in case the finale just happened or the end of the show. Interesting. Are you guys going to be doing the same similar thing?
I don't think so. I think it's done. Like I think they've announced it, and like if it came back, I would be happy, but I'd be surprised. And so I think that they're just going to end it the way that they want to end it.
Okay. Okay.
Unless you want to make it, if somebody wants to come along and say, "Hey, I'll make it," and then it goes.
I'm down to do it. I don't know what to start out, but I'll get the team together. We get the cast back. We can do something. But no. But I appreciate you talking today. I hope you have a beautiful day.
Thank you too.